In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 25th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Raptors versus Detroit Pistons. On Saturday afternoon, the Toronto Raptors traveled to Little Caesars Arena for a road matchup with the Detroit Pistons. The Raptors improved to 29-31 with a 115-110 win over the New Orleans Pelicans Thursday. The Pistons fell 108-106 to the Orlando Magic. The Raptors are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games, playing on 1 day's rest, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 Saturday games. The Pistons are 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 home games, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 Saturday games. The over is 10-3 in Raptors' last 13 road games. The under is 7-3 in Pistons' last 10 overall. The Raptors are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings in Detroit, and 0-8 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. The Raptors will again be shorthanded as Otto Porter Jr. and Fred VanVleet are both out, while the Pistons are missing Jalen Duren and Nerlens Noel again, but they should have Marvin Bagley back in the lineup. The Toronto Raptors were expected to fire sale at the trade deadline after a disappointing first 3 quarters of the season. Instead, they made a move, acquiring Jakob Poeltl from the tanking Spurs to bolster their front line. It has paid huge dividends. The Raptors have won 3 of 4 since acquiring Poeltl and have won 6 of their last 7 games. They are in the 9th seed, but only trail the 6th slot by 4 games. Detroit is likely headed for a top 3 pick. They have been horrendous on the defensive end. The Pistons have given up 100 or more points in 34 straight games. The Raptors come into this meeting as the team in better form, but they are short-handed again, and they were far from convincing in their narrow win over the struggling Pelicans on Thursday. The Pistons have been mired in their worst slump of the season, and they are only 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 home games. I'm not thrilled to lay chalk with the Toronto Raptors against anybody, but the Pistons are a team that's in tank mode and doesn't win or cover numbers. The Pistons lose as underdogs by an average of 8.5 points, and they lose at home by an average of 6 points. Backing the Pistons isn't an option. The lone bright spot has been the play of Jaden Ivey, but the rookie cannot do it alone. So the Toronto Raptors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Toronto is 25th in pace of play entering this contest against the worst team in the Eastern Conference. Fred VanVleet should be back after missing the last game due to personal reasons, and the Raptors will drop 115+ on the 29th ranked team defensively. Detroit is ready for next season, and they have played the entire year without their best player, Cade Cunningham. They are headed for a top 3 pick, and it would be wise for them to continue trotting out this terrible lineup so they continue losing. They will make some threes in this game and keep it close early, but I believe they will ultimately get blown out again. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Heat versus Charlotte Hornets. The Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets duke it out at the Spectrum Center on Saturday night. The Heat are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 road games, and 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The Hornets are 1-5 against the spread in their last 7 Saturday games, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. The over is 8-3 in Heat last 11 Saturday games. The under is 7-2 in Hornets last 9 overall. The Heat are 5-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. Charlotte is clearly in tanking mode as the Hornets are looking to try and get the first overall pick, while down the stretch every game matters for Miami as the Heat look to avoid the play-in. Both teams are on a back-to-back and both will have to travel, so there is no advantage on that, but the Heat are just the better overall team. Meanwhile, in Charlotte's last 5 losses, the average margin of defeat is 10 points, as when the Hornets lose it usually is by a blowout. As well, as a home underdog, Charlotte is 7-12 against the spread, while Miami's defense will be too good for the Hornets' offense as Charlotte will have a tough time scoring. The Miami Heat are on the end of a back-to-back and do play down to their competition, but they are better with the additions of Zeller and Love, and they need to take advantage of games like this. The Charlotte Hornets have been horrible all year, and that includes losing at home by an average of 5 points. Backing the Hornets isn't an option, so the Miami Heat to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams will likely be tired after playing Friday night and being on the back-to-back. The Heat are 32-27 in hitting the under this season while on a back-to-back. Miami is 4-4 but is a road favorite. The under is 11-4. Charlotte, meanwhile, is 31-29 in hitting the under and on back-to-backs. The under is 6-3. Meanwhile, the Hornets play at a pace of 103.7, which is tied for 5th, but on no rest I do expect that pace to slow down, especially going up against Miami. The Heat, meanwhile, is playing at a pace of 98.8, which ranks 28th, while their offensive efficiency ranks 26th, but their defensive efficiency ranks 4th. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana Pacers versus Orlando Magic. This Saturday, the Indiana Pacers will travel to Orlando to take on the Orlando Magic. Tip-off will be inside the Amway Center. This will be the 4th and final meeting between these two teams this regular season, as the Magic won the last battle, 126-120. The Pacers are coming into this one after falling to the Boston Celtics, 142-138 in overtime. They battled until the end, but they couldn't get enough stops to win this game outright. They will have to be better on the defensive end of the court if they want to challenge the Magic on the road. The Orlando Magic are entering this game after taking down the Detroit Pistons, 108-106. They looked solid on the defensive end of the court, as they will have to apply more pressure if they want to take care of business at home. The Pacers are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 Saturday games and 1-8 against the spread in their last 9 road games. The Magic are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 Saturday games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games. The over is 7-3 in Pacers' last 10 road games. The under is 6-1 in Magic last 7 overall. The Pacers are 11-4 against the spread in the last 15 meetings in Orlando. The Pacers are a little short-handed again as Kendall Brown is ruled out, while the Magic don't have a single player listed on the injury report. The Pacers have been one of the coldest teams in the league, and they will be kicking themselves after falling just short in overtime to the Celtics in their last outing, but they are a solid 11-4 against the spread in the last 15 meetings in Orlando. Orlando and Indiana have played 3 games this season with the home team winning each game. Orlando beat the Pacers by 6 at home back at the end of January, while the Magic are 17-13 against the spread at home and Indiana is 12-16 against the spread on the road. These two teams are evenly matched up, but the Magic being at home and finally being fully healthy will be the difference here. I expect Orlando's defense to really limit Indiana's offense while Carter Jr. can handle Turner down low, which is how the Pacers have been having success as of late. The Indiana Pacers enter this contest playing horrible ball, and they're on the road, where they lose by an average of 7 points. The Orlando Magic remain a feisty bunch that's finding ways to win and need to take advantage of games like this if they're going to sneak into the playoff convo. I might be tempted to take the Pacers if we were getting more free points, but with the line so short, I'll stick with the Magic to take care of business at home. The line is reasonable, so the Orlando Magic to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Pacers and Magic have gone over the total 11 times over their last 14 meetings, while averaging 232 points per game in their last 10. Indiana just saw 280 points in their game versus Boston. I think moving forward we will see a lot of their games go over the total as Halliburton is back and the offense is clicking again. The over has cashed in 6 of their last 7 versus Eastern Conference opponents, plus in 5 of their last 6 games played on a Saturday. With the Magic being 16-14 on the over-under record in home games this season, I'd recommend backing the points in this one. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.